Have you ever walked into a room and felt like you had to become someone else? Your voice changes, your posture adjusts, your personality subtly shifts. And later, when you're alone, you wonder, which version of me was real? If you constantly feel fake in social spaces, this isn't random, and it isn't because you're broken. It's your brain doing something very specific, something protective. You scan the room instantly. Who's dominant? Who's warm? Who's judging? Who matters? You don't consciously decide to adjust, it just happens. You become quieter around confident people, more agreeable around assertive personalities, more funny around serious ones, more intellectual around smart ones. It's subtle, automatic, and afterward, there's a strange aftertaste, a quiet self-doubt. Was that really me? Psychology has a name for this pattern: self-monitoring. High self-monitors are highly sensitive to social cues. They adapt their behavior depending on context. On the surface, this sounds like emotional intelligence, but when it goes too far, it turns into identity fragmentation. Instead of adjusting your behavior, you start adjusting yourself. And that's where the exhaustion begins. You don't feel stable because you're constantly shape-shifting. Here's the part no one tells you. Your brain is not trying to erase you, it's trying to protect you. Humans evolved in tribes. Belonging meant survival. Rejection meant danger. Your nervous system still runs on that ancient code. When you enter a room, your brain asks one question: am I safe here? If safety feels uncertain, your identity becomes flexible. Not because you're fake, but because your brain learned adaptation keeps me safe, especially if at some point in your life, authenticity cost you something. Maybe you were too loud, too sensitive, too different, and you learned belonging requires adjustment. So now you adjust automatically. Not broken, just conditioned. Let's go deeper. There are three systems involved here. One, the amygdala, threat detector. This part of your brain scans for social danger, judgment, disapproval, rejection. For some people, it's more reactive, especially if they've experienced social exclusion or emotional criticism. So when you enter a room, your amygdala lights up. It whispers, "Be careful." Two, the prefrontal cortex, social strategist. This part analyzes social dynamics. It predicts outcomes. If I act like this, they'll respond like that. It's calculating constantly. Three, the default mode network, your identity narrative. This network helps you maintain a stable sense of self, but when threat is high, the social survival system overrides it. Think of it like this: your brain has two modes: authenticity mode, adaptation mode. When safety is high, authenticity flows. When safety feels uncertain, adaptation takes over. If you often feel fake, it means your nervous system rarely feels fully safe in social spaces. Not because the room is dangerous, but because your brain remembers older rooms that were. Your identity isn't disappearing, it's going into protective camouflage. There's another layer. If you grew up needing to read the room carefully, maybe around unpredictable caregivers or emotionally inconsistent environments, you developed strong social radar. You became good at sensing what others needed, but you weren't always asked, "What do you feel?" Over time, you became skilled at adapting, but less practiced at anchoring. This creates something psychologists call identity diffusion. It's not that you don't have a self, it's that your self has never been consistently reinforced. So in new environments, you look outward for cues.
who should I be here, instead of inward, who am I regardless of here. This is not about just be yourself. That advice ignores how the brain works. Instead, we work with the nervous system. When you enter a room and feel yourself adjusting, mentally label it, adaptation mode activated. Labeling emotions and states activates the prefrontal cortex and calms the amygdala. You're not trying to stop the shift, you're bringing awareness to it. Awareness reduces automaticity. Choose one small trait that remains stable everywhere. Maybe it's your humor, your curiosity, your calm tone, your honesty. Not everything has to stay fixed, but one anchor builds identity continuity. Think of it like a tree in wind. Branches can move, the trunk stays. Your nervous system adapts when it senses risk, so reduce the risk signal. Slow your breathing before entering a room. Exhale longer than you inhale. Longer exhales activate the parasympathetic nervous system. This tells the brain you are safe. Safety reduces shape-shifting. You don't need dramatic vulnerability. Start small. Disagree gently once. Share a minor preference. Express a minor opinion. These small acts teach your brain authenticity does not equal rejection. Over time, your amygdala updates its prediction model. Safety recalibrates. The stronger your self-concept alone, the less it dissolves in groups. Spend time clarifying what energizes you, what drains you, what values matter to you, what opinions are genuinely yours. Identity isn't found in rooms, it's formed in solitude. Here's the simple mental model. Imagine every room as a mirror. Some mirrors are clear, some distort. If you rely only on mirrors to define you, you'll constantly reshape yourself. But if you carry an internal blueprint, mirrors become reflections, not instructions. Your goal is not rigid identity, it's stable flexibility. Like water in a glass, the shape adapts, the substance remains. You don't need to stop adjusting, you just need to stop disappearing. The next time you walk into a room and feel yourself shift, pause, notice, breathe. Remember, adaptation kept you safe once, but you don't need to survive every room. Some rooms are not threats. Some rooms can meet the real you. And the more your nervous system learns that authenticity does not equal danger, the less you will feel fake. You were never fake. You were adaptive. And now, slowly, you can choose when to adapt and when to remain. Not louder, not bolder, just steadier.